Ben is a hitman who is quite a relaxed, chilled out character at the start of the play, but he tends to develop and get a little bit more frustrated with his partner Gus. They've been working together for a long time, but Ben knows how to do the job perfectly, doing it the same every single time, and Gus is exactly the same, but starts to... Well, you can talk about Gus, can't you? Why don't you talk about Gus?
Okay.
Go on then. Who's Gus?
Who is Gus? Gus is the junior partner, and he has been on the job with Ben quite a few times, and it's just about now that he's starting to sort of question the entire organisation and what his job is, and what how he fits into it, and Ben sort of keeps him on the straight and narrow, and there's been an event that has happened prior to the show opening that has caused a bit of a void between us.
See, we can't talk about each other without talking about the other one, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
These characters are so together, they've done so much together all the time, that it's very hard for me to say this is who Ben is without bringing Gus into it.
And they have a symbiotic relationship.
I think it's obviously, for those who don't know, it's Harold Pinter. It's a classic piece of theatre. One act masterpiece is what it's been called. So it's very hard to tell you anything about it without giving too much away.
Absolutely.
So.
But especially throughout the rehearsal process, we have discovered why it's a masterpiece and why it has endured the test of time. That's what's fascinating about the show. On the surface, it seems sort of like it's about nothing. We know what's happening, we know who the characters are, we know what they're here to do.
Yeah.
But there's so much subtext and so much stuff going behind the scenes. And like, even for instance, the audience, we have staged it so close to where the audience is that they should feel as claustrophobic as the characters do. And there's even an unseen sort of presence which makes itself known to us, but as well to the audience. I think it would be impossible for someone to watch this show and not feel as though they are also being watched as closely as Gus and Ben are.
Yeah, of course. I think, everything that Chris has just said is absolutely spot on as far as the piece of theatre that you're going to come and see. It's going to transport you to a world that seems very mundane, seems very nothing, it seems like not a lot's going to happen, but in actual fact there's that third character there who is really going to spice things up, shall we say?
Yeah.
Again, I don't want to spoil
Without
it.
giving anything away.
I don't want to spoil it, but yeah. So, whatever you said is perfect as far as I'm concerned, because you're correct. Well
Thank
done.
you. Thank you. Pinter is often used in the same sentence as something called the comedy of menace, and I think that is this play in a nutshell. Mm-hmm. It's funny at times, it's incredibly disturbing at times, there are moments of tension, there are moments of levity. Pinter himself wrote about how he feels about menace, that menace is everywhere, and that's sort of how he wrote about it. You can't escape it, you can't run away from it. Yeah. And that's sort of what this play is about. And I like the fact that the audience is stuck in this situation with us.
The comedy of menace.
The comedy of menace.
The audience is stuck in this situation. I hope that what it does is makes people walk out to the bar and start thinking about it and questioning what everything's about, and then also maybe they'll wake up the next morning and still be thinking about it.
Or different questions.
Yeah.
I'd love to know a fly on the wall in the bar and see what people are talking about the play.
Well, you can go to the bar quizzes.
Oh yeah, well.
So no, hopefully, hopefully that's what people will get from it. Just a little bit of intrigue. It's theatre magic, though, isn't it?
It is theatre magic.
So without any special effects, it's just hopefully some good quality acting. Hopefully some good quality acting, a lovely set, lovely costumes and props, but it really is just about what's coming off the page and going onto the stage and seeing what the audience get involved.
At the heart of it, it's about these two characters, and it's sort of a commentary on human condition, and hopefully the audience will feel themselves in both of those characters at certain points in this play, and I think it's important, the empathy that they feel. Without giving anything away, again, it's important for them to feel with us at the same time.
Just see what the audience think.
It's exciting.
Dumbwaiter has been played now probably hundreds and thousands of times, but for us it's really exciting, isn't it? Because we want to know what people are going to think of our version. So hope you enjoy it.